Hi, it's Brendan from the Hiking Club here. We have just launched an exciting new feature in our planning app that will be really useful for those preparing to hike the Walker's Haute route in June and July. Thanks to our new partnership with Exo Labs, which spun out of the University of Zurich, we have integrated 2 of their snow layers into our map, which provides the Hiking Club community with access to the most up-to-date snow information on the Walker's Haute route. The first layer I'll show you, which I'll turn on now, shows the expected current snow depth for every 20 by 20 metre quadrant across the entire trail. This means that instead of reviewing general snow depth and snowline information for the Mont Blanc and Valais region, you can look at where the snow is expected to be located and its expected depth along the entire Walker's Haute route trail on our map. For example, if we zoom into the section of trail around Le Chablais and Verbier, you'll see that even now in April, there's no snow here. Whereas as soon as you get up into the Verbier ski area, along the Sentier de Chamois trail, and then into the Grand Desert, you go up to 1 metre of snow, 2 metres of snow, and even 3 metres of snow within the Grand Desert itself, which again is expected for April time. This layer will ensure that early season hikers have the most up-to-date information on where the snow is located on the trail, so they can prepare accordingly. Now, if you want to avoid the snow, you can also use our app to do that. To give you an example, if there is still snow showing around Fenêtre-Arpet, which is where you go between the Trient Valley and Champais, which is typically most people's sort of second day on the Walker's Haute route, it's a good idea to avoid it. Due to the steep trail and boulder field crossing on this section, it creates a higher risk environment when there is snow here. You will see that there's an alternate trail on our map that goes via Alpe Bovine, which is this dark blue line. This trail is at a much lower elevation and therefore expected to have limited or no snow during the early hiking season. You can change your route to this trail and instantly see the trail stats update in reflection of this, which then feed into your itinerary report and your map files for navigating the trail. Another example could be where the Grand Desert is located, which is in this area. A high alpine plateau which holds snow for the longest time on the trail. During the early season, when the trails in and out of the Grand Desert are covered in snow, traversing the steep balconies is very difficult, and there is an avalanche risk due to the gradient of terrain on and above the trail, not to mention some snow bridges and post-holing risk onto the rocky terrain within the Grand Desert itself too. For these reasons, you may need to catch transport around the Grand Desert to continue on with your plan, and we can show you this on the map, given we have all of the transport along and around the Walker's Haute route. Now, if I turn off the snow depth, you'll get a better view of it because the colours conflict a little bit. But you've got these dotted purple lines here which show you where you would catch the train out of the valley to Martigny, along to Sion, and then back in a bus to Grand Dixis, where you could pick up the trail after the Grand Desert, which lies in this section here. Now, given we're a couple of months from the start of the hiking season, this layer is showing that only 18% of the Walker's Haute route is snow-free at the moment. You've got some area within the Chamonix Valley, you've got some sections between Champais and Verbier, and then you've got a little bit more when you come over here around Saint Nicolas as well. But other than that, the rest of the trail is covered with snow, as you would expect at this time. Now, as we get into June, this information will become highly valuable to determine where the snow is still impacting the trail, so you can finalise the best route for you. The second layer I want to show you shows the snow forecast for the next 48 hours across the trail. Looking across the Walker's Haute route, there's nothing that's showing up at this stage. However, if you look over here towards the map, along the top of the Monte Rosa range, you'll see this light blue colour here, which is showing up to a foot of snow is expected along the top in the next 48 hours. Now, those with hiking experience in the Alps will know that even during the summer months, there is typically a couple of days of snow on the higher parts of the trail. And this layer will show on the map where it's expected to accumulate and what its expected depth will be. When a snow system is approaching the Alps during summer, there's a lot of chatter about how it will impact the trail and what the best thing for everyone to do is. With this layer, Haute route hikers who have planned their own trips will have clarity as to where and how much snow is expected to fall, so you can make a more informed decision about what's best for you. Given our map shows all of the different route options and transport options along the Walker's Haute route, you will know what alternate options are available to you. These two snow layers are updated daily from new satellite imagery and weather station data. We are proud to partner with Exo Labs and make them available to Haute route hikers who have planned their own trips. You can see our partnership announcement for more details. Stay tuned for our trail updates for the 2024 hiking season from our snow layers, our Break the Trail hike, and our wonderful ambassadors from the self-guided hiking community.